All right, I have a challenge for you. I want you to try to draw this shape. We've learned the basic drawing tools and editing tools in SketchUp, and you should have everything you need to know how to draw this shape. At the same time, you're likely to run into issues, so don't be frustrated. Just give it a shot, try some things out, see how far you can get, and then come back to this lesson and I'll show you how I built this. So off to the side, if you're ready for the solution of how I built it, let's do this together. Press R for the rectangle tool, and I started by drawing a rectangle on the ground. P for push-pull this surface up into that smaller box. Now I happen to know that this object was centered, so to draw a centered rectangle up top, I'll use the offset tool, F for offset. Hover over that top surface towards one of the edges, but not on it. Click, let go of the mouse, now move the mouse, and click to set an offset to the inside. Press M for the move tool. And here's a cool trick. Try moving this surface here up in the blue direction. So click once and let go of the mouse and try to move it up in the blue direction. And I can't seem to get it to happen. It's sort of sliding off like a piece of paper. Well, remember, this is just a restriction. Whenever the move tool doesn't do a direction, it's probably because of autofold. So remember, down in the bottom left corner of your screen, it says Command equals autofold if you're on a Mac, Alt if you're on a PC. Now move your mouse up, and you realize when you get in the blue direction, it'll pop this up and it'll create those autofold lines. So click to set this down. It'll create these autofold lines to help you with that pop out. Press P for push-pull. Click on the top face and push-pull it up to the lower side, so roughly the height of the lower side here. Then press C for the circle tool and hover along this top edge here until you find the midpoint. Now when you find the midpoint, we need to draw on the vertical face, so a subtle mouse move down gives us the green direction versus the blue direction there, so we want it in the green direction. Click, move the mouse, and click to finish drawing this circle to the inside here. E for the eraser tool, so press E on your keyboard and click to erase that top edge. Press P for push-pull and click on this face and push-pull back to the other face. Click, and that'll carve that away. Now the last part is to get this top section to be a little taller. So push-pull would be the wrong tool for this face here out of the box. If you just click and push-pull, it'll push-pull up vertically, but this one's hooking here. So I'll hit escape. Press M for the move tool, and it turns out this isn't going to be quite right either. I'll show you. Click on this top surface and move up in the blue direction, but it turns out, see, when I move really far down or really far up, it's leaning that outside edge really far to the right or really close to the left. And if I orbit around and look at the other shape, this was actually perfectly vertical. So I'll hit the escape key. Turns out this is a little trick. Press P for push-pull. And on the Mac, press the Command key. On a PC, press the Alt key. And keep that held down while you click to begin push-pulling up. And then click to finish your push-pull. So the trick there is that it treated it like push-pull in one sense, in that it kept this as a perpendicular push-pull. So this face push-pulled perpendicular to the edge that it was going away from, leaving that edge vertical. But it did not create the extrusion, so it didn't create a volume behind it, which is allowing it to hook like this. So there's more than one way to create this shape, but that's a fairly efficient way to combine tools and techniques to quickly get a shape drawn up that looks like the original.